My new coworker got promoted after I trained her for 6 months. When I found out why, I took the company down with me. I've been at the same tech company for 7 years with perfect performance reviews. My boss literally promised me last Christmas the next senior account manager position was mine. He said I'd earned it, that I was ready, that it was just a matter of time before the promotion came through. So when he hired Mariah 6 months ago and asked me to train her, I didn't question it. I spent half a year teaching her everything I'd perfected over the years. She seemed nice enough, asked good questions, genuinely grateful for all the help. Then 3 weeks ago, my boss called me into his office and told me Mariah got the promotion. The person I'd been training for 6 months who still needed notes to remember client names. I just sat there staring at him while he said, "You're too valuable in your current role. We need you where you are." I wanted to throw something, but instead I nodded because that's what I do. I nod and say it's fine when nothing is fine and the world is on fire. Mariah's promotion gets announced in the team meeting that afternoon. Everyone looks at me with these pitying expressions while I have to clap along. Within days, everything changes. Mariah starts treating me like I work for her, sending tasks marked "handle this ASAP" like I'm her assistant. In our next meeting, she presents my idea for restructuring client onboarding like it's hers. I open my mouth, but she just smiles and talks over me. My boss nods approvingly. Nobody says anything. Then she gives me grunt work, data entry that should go to interns. When I push back, she suggests I work on my attitude. My nails dig into my hand, but I take the files back like a coward. One girl from accounting lets slip Mariah's starting salary is $87,000. I make $72,000. The person I trained is making $15,000 more than me. I report everything to HR with documentation showing she took credit for my work. They schedule a meeting, then tell me my concerns are not actionable, and I should focus on being a team player. I start job hunting that night, updating my resume at midnight because I can't sleep. Then Mariah starts weekly check-ins to discuss my professional development and makes a list of ways I can improve. I'm staring at this list wondering if I'm the problem, when my boss calls me into another meeting about Q4 projections. In this meeting, my boss asks Mariah to present her strategy for our next step towards client retention. It's my strategy, the one I spent 2 weeks developing. She doesn't even look at me while presenting it. Then my boss reaches for his coffee and in one clumsy motion, knocks over this entire stack of folders and his wallet. Papers go everywhere, and I bend down to help pick everything up when I see it. The best news in my entire life. A photo tucked in his wallet facing up at me. My boss in a tux, a woman in an elegant white dress, and Mariah in a bridesmaid gown at what's clearly a wedding. They're posed like a family. They are a family. I just freeze there on the floor holding this piece of paper, my brain trying to process what I'm seeing. Mariah is my boss's family. I look up at my boss and he's staring at me, his face going red, and he knows I know. I carefully fold the paper, put it in my pocket, and say I need to use the restroom. The room is spinning and my hands are shaking so bad I can barely get the door open. I lock myself in a bathroom stall and just stand there trying to breathe, because suddenly everything makes sense in the absolute worst way possible. Mariah was hired specifically to get this promotion. The 6-month training period was just to make it look legitimate, to make it look like she'd earned it by learning from me. I was literally used to train my boss's stepdaughter for my own job. Multiple company policies violated, nepotism rules completely ignored, and I was too trusting, too helpful to see it happening right in front of me. When I get back to my desk, I don't even think about it. I take a picture of the document, CC the entire department and the CFO, and attach my formal resignation letter explaining everything, every single policy they violated. It takes me 20 minutes to write because my hands won't stop shaking, and I keep second-guessing myself every single word. But then I hit send before I can chicken out, pack my desk into a box, and walk out. I get to my car and just sit there gripping the steering wheel. My phone starts buzzing, then ringing, then exploding with notifications. My favorite one was from the CEO titled, "They're both gone. We need you back."